you, everyone? How are you? Anisha, that was so late. Welcome. So this is how the Fridays started this week. Hi, everybody. Welcome to In the Now. It's already started, mashup. It's okay. It's Friday. It's the first Friday of July. And today I decided, you know what? Let's do something a little bit lighter. That's all. And the great things about this is I still get to do a little bit of me. You guys know I teach. This is what I do. So I'm able to give some back to what I'm going to show you. So today's show is called Did You Know? I went online and found a website, didyouKnowFacts.com. And I went on there. This was a few years ago. And when I first went on there, just they've upgraded because now they actually provide sources for the facts that are there. So for the facts that I'm putting out today, you can go check those and many more on didyouKnowFacts.com. And when I first started using it, I was like, okay, these facts are cool, but I'm like, one thing is they don't have proof. How did you know this? So that's how they did their little bit of upgrades. And in doing that, it allows people like myself to present some of this information to you. And if you are interested, you can go back and take a look for yourself. So I'm going to start going, I have a few of them, but maybe I'll just pick my top, I don't know, 3 or 4, depending on how much time we have. So let's start. So I'm actually, you know what? I had this whole plan out. Anisha, can you put up some pictures, please? And I'm going to explain to everyone why. Okay, so we all know this guy. How many times have you pulled up somewhere and see someone just they park real mash up? I want to say the F word, but I keep remembering that my mom's watching, so I can't be swearing on TV. This is a regular thing. This is my day on a regular basis. Can we take another asshole picture look here? Because that's what I call that person, an asshole. Yeah, she's an asshole. Who does this? Who does this? But I know we've all seen people and we're just like, really? This is what you're doing? And it looks like the train is packed up too. It's like rush hour. And this idiot sprawled out. Could you put up another picture, please? Okay. So I don't know what this person was thinking when they did this. I'm dying because honestly, what is this? If you rolled up to a gas station and saw this, what would be the first thought? I don't care if you're Christian, you're Muslim, you're Hindu, your thought in whatever way you say it positively, this person is an asshole. Okay, so even though people like this are sometimes in our lives personally, we have family members probably who act like this, right? And it's weird because the study that I found, and this is the fact, I'm going to say the very first, did you know? So did you know that you are attracted to jerks because of the brain's reward system? So your neural network, all that stuff going on up here, is very sensitive to rewards, which makes sense, like affection and sex, right? But when these rewards come to you unexpectedly, they become much more alluring. So it's one of the reasons why people can't stay away from an unpredictable partner. So all these women are like, oh, we want this guy. He wants to do this and be this to us. And it's all nice and wonderful. But we end up sticking with the mans who call us once, or once a week sometimes when they feel like it. And when they feel like what that means, they really legit just feel like it. So there's actually proof that is true. So, of course, did a little bit of research because I had to. So the reason this happens is very simple. The brain's reward circuit has evolved over millions of years to enable us to recognize and extract various rewards from our environment. Unlike predictable stimuli, so stuff that happens all the time, unanticipated stimuli can serve as a signal that a big reward might be close. So okay, I'm going to go back to the women now and dating. So let's just say again, you are expecting a guy. You've been waiting for this guy to talk to you. So you get a text. You're well happy. You are so much more attracted to this guy because he just texted you, because your brain just likes rewards better. So it's an advantageous area of your brain, which meaning that this is the part of your brain that wants that reward. And in social media, they've been talking about this for years too. Why we like this, we check to see how many likes we have. That's a reward. That's yes, and it's always unpredictable. How many times you said, how many likes did I get on this picture? Right? We like rewards. So there's another picture, which I thought was Interesting. Anisha, can you throw it up? So, um, yeah, the only thing about assholes is that unfortunately sometimes it's not always funny. But in this case it kind of was, right? But it's not always that funny. Like if you're dealing with an asshole, it can suck. I'll say so. Did you know, final thing, did you know that, oh, can you throw up the references? I actually found some references for you, so you can take a look at those and you can check back on them to kind of look up this fact and see there's actually, this is for those who want to do that type of in-depth research. Like you don't have to. Did it not, is it not there? It's not opening, eh? Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to post these references for you after. No problem, I can find them for you. So I do have references for all of these that you can actually go and check them yourself. There's been studies that have been done. If anything interests you, feel free to do so. So let's move on to our next Did You Know? Did you know that lack of sleep can cause your brain to eat itself? Now, this is something that has been discussed for years, but to think of your brain actually, girl, what was that? That's better. I don't know what that was. We're not there yet, Anisha. You're so excited. So burning the midnight oil, something that I do all the time, may well burn out your brain, okay? The brain cells that destroy and digest worn out cells and debris go into overdrive in mice. So for some reason, they're always testing things on mice. I don't know why. These poor things are always getting jook up, like shock up. I don't know what the problem is. So in the short term, all this, you're trying to burn the midnight oil, you're pushing yourself. It's beneficial, obviously, because you're getting work done. But where it tends to affect you is actually later on in your life. So this is why, I'm sorry, people clown me. I take naps. Yeah. Like a 6-year-old. I know Nisha's going to probably want to call me out because I called her out a few weeks ago when she wanted to take a nap. And I'm like, no, you're young. And then less than 2 hours later, I was taking a nap. But I had to remind her that I'm older too, so I can do this, right? So taking a nap is very helpful because it does give your mind a minute to just repair itself. Some people are like, okay, as a mother, when do I even get a chance? Create that time. You have to create that time for yourself. In some way, shape, or form, create that time. You need to get rest. Your brain will burn out. So Michel Bellesi of the Marseille Polytech University in Italy actually did a study that if you do this too much, it can actually lead to Alzheimer's disease. So that consistent pushing yourself and grinding, I encourage everyone grind. Yes, grind hard, but be responsible with your body because your brain is legit eating itself. So what's going on, Dave? Why can I hear you? Okay, I see. All right, Dave, of course. I didn't even say hi to my team today. Sorry, guys. Nisha, producer back there, I've been calling her out the whole time. And of course, my assistant, Mr. Rankin, is there doing his thing as well. So, all right, guys, get some rest. We'll move on from that one. Let's go on to number 3, Did You Know? And this one is, I threw in some ones that were just like, I guess a little bit sad. Oh, the references. So this is for the last one. Okay, this is the references for the last one. So the first one didn't work, but this one did. Thank you very much, Anisha. So again, take a quick look at that. Take a snapshot. Write it down if you want to check that out about the brain. This one's actually very important. I would definitely say everyone, for those who are out here killing yourselves and not getting any sleep, not a good idea, okay? All right. So the last one before we go on break is, did you know, and I'll put up a picture of a very famous pair. Now, I don't know if you guys recognize, some of the younger ones may not recognize these two men, but this is Mr. Christopher Reeves before his accident, of course, and of course the late and great Robin Williams. So what I'll do is I'll actually talk about what he did, and I think this will be so when Christopher Reeves was in the hospital after the riding accident that paralyzed him, Robin Williams burst through the door wearing scrubs and announced in a Russian accent that he was a proctologist and needed to examine him immediately. Reeves said it was the first time he'd laughed since the accident, and from that moment on, he knew that life was going to be okay. It's so disappointing because both of these gentlemen are no longer with us, but you can see that he had a real true love for his friend. And the fact that when you're going through something so trying that Robin Williams just being who he was and being as caring, was able to reach out and help someone by making someone just smile. So I think that's kind of awesome. So that's our first little bit of Did You Know? If you have any facts that I may know, feel free. And of course, number 1, comment bottom of the YouTube page. Comment on Facebook if you're there. Comment on Periscope or Twitter if you are there. And of course, give us a call at 647-971-4301. Nope, I said it wrong. I mixed up the numbers, 647-971. 931? 4701. So I did it all right the first time. And off screen, I did it perfectly. And in front of you guys, I messed it up. So it's 647-931-4701. Yes? Did it? Fantastic. All right, see you guys in a second back on In the Now.
Think you have what it takes to bring value to the community? The TCN TV network is expanding and now accepting TV show proposals. Here's an opportunity to build celebrity status and become part of an elite group of community advocates that are focused on building, strengthening, and empowering our community in a positive way. Are you interested in embarking on a new adventure? TCN TV is searching for people interested in opportunities to change the conversation and pave an unforgettable legacy. If you feel you have something of value to offer, send a written show proposal to shows@mytcntv.com.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
Welcome back. Wow, I can't even talk. I was just like, I think I came into that one just like all messed up. But anyways, welcome back, everybody. This is a great thing about being on like a live stream, live television, is because like I don't know, it's authentic. Like if you mess up, you mess up. It's all right, whatever. I never said to be perfect. I'm not Oprah yet, but I am getting there. We'll get there soon. So, welcome back to In the Now, and today we are doing actually a very light segment. It's called Did You Know? And I've got one person's interest piqued, so I'm hoping that I can grab a few more people. I don't know, maybe. So if you missed the last segment, we talked about assholes, which was that was my favorite one. I had to start with that one. And you know what, it's kind of cool. You can go back and take a look at that one. We talked about how lack of sleep can actually eat your brain, so get some rest. And then we end with Mr. Christopher Reeves and Robin Williams, and something really nice that he did, actually not nice, really kind, that he did to make his friend laugh after something that happened to him, which was obviously very traumatic and life-changing. So now we're going to move on to something else. So did you know, and this one is specifically for Trish and Grant and my mom and my dad, and for all those parents out there who have children who they just want to thump. They really do, because they don't listen, and their ears are hard, and they're rebellious. This one's for you guys, okay? So, first of all, let's put up my first picture of the Yeah, so this was me most of my teenage years, and probably for parents who have teenage girls right now, this is probably what you're dealing with, especially moms, like, what do I do, right? So, there's a benefit to these women who are so hard-headed, males and females. So, children who were labeled stubborn or defiant during their middle years are likely to earn higher incomes by the time they become middle-aged adults. And that means middle age, you're looking at anywhere between 35 to about 50s, like even 40, 50s considered middle age. So that's when that money comes in from these children you just want beat. So if you just hold on and take your time and give them time to grow, it's going to be wonderful for you. So there's actual proof behind that. There was some research done by Marion Spangler, and again, I hope I'm able to, and Anisha's able to put that clip up for me. that has all the references. Not now, Nisha. Not now. At the end. Don't worry. So Martin Bruner, Radhika Damian, Oliver Lutke, Romaine Martin, and Brent Roberts. They examined the influence of parental socioeconomic status, childhood intelligence, and student characteristics and behaviors, things like inattentiveness, school entitlement, responsible students. And they took a look at these students to see how they acted at that age. So in the teenage stage, that age of rebellion from 2 to about 17. So what did they come up with? The results revealed direct and indirect influence of student characteristics. So some of the characteristics they used or that they had studied in some of their sample, they showed some of them, but not all of them, okay? And basically over time, they were better adjusted. And yes, technically they made a little bit more money for their parents. So I have a picture of this little child. I don't know if you can put up the next one for me, Anisha. All of this. I know, you want to clap her, eh? I know, I get it. She might actually help you out more than you think in the future. So again, parents, you know what? Be patient. Let them be rebellious. As long as they're not rebelling over, just let them be. They're going to help you out later on. So that one's for you, parents. Let's take a look at another one. Those are my references. Thank you, Anisha. I appreciate it. So again, take a few seconds. We'll leave this up for a second. Write some things down. And of course, if you have any questions about any of this stuff, of course, serious questions, you really do have something to talk about, leave it in the comments. And you can share what is necessary that you think would help somebody else. So, did you know? So this one's a little personal. So, did you know that anxiety can actually make you an obsessive compulsive cleaner? So, in times of stress, uncertainty, or helplessness, like you see me here wringing my hands, just thinking about it, I wanted to clean something. The average person often engages in repetitive, ritualistic behaviors like cleaning or nail biting in order to regain a sense of control, even when they didn't realize they were stressed or anxious. So for those who are clean freaks, and this is not a woman thing, this is a man and woman thing, okay? Anxiety hits everybody. But for those who sometimes, like, you know, when you clean and you feel really good after, you know that a lot of that's probably because you're dealing with some type of anxiety or stress that you're not paying attention to. So it's, with this one, this is one of those where it's like, I'm kind of making light about it, but it's something you should be aware of. Mind you, cleaning is a very healthy way to deal with things. Like this idiot yesa is a little extra. Like I don't go through all of that. Actually, sometimes between the grout and the bathtub. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have admitted that on TV. But he looks real stupid. I don't look like that doing it. At least have my head wrapped up nice and some earrings. So anyways, environmental uncertainty and uncontrollability cause psycho and physiological distress to a person, often impeding their normal functioning, so how they would usually do things. A common response involves ritualizing things. So that is the limitation of behavioral expression to predictable, stereotypical, and very repetitive patterns. So again, you feel the stress, first thing you feel you need to do, okay, you know what, you come in, oh my God, the house is dirty. I need to clean. I need to do this. I need to move this. I have to take care of this. And you won't stop until it's done. That's because there's something else in your life that's completely out of control, okay? So I think I had another picture. It's not too bad. This is more me. This is bougie. Yeah, this is more like how I look when I'm cleaning. Like I just spray and wipe, and I have gloves on and everything because I don't want to ruin my nails. So that's just another little quick thing. Again, kind of serious, could be for some people maybe not, but it's kind of cool to know that your brain does go into hyperacting when you are stressed, and sometimes we just become obsessive. And it may not be cleaning, it could be something else, right? Again, there are some references. Thank you, Anisha, very much. I don't know why that first one didn't show. Now that's bothering me. Like, what happened with that one? There's some more references for you guys to check out, guys, before I move on to my next one for this segment. So, this one I liked. So, did you know, hold on, I'm going to brand and clear my throat at the same time. All right, the power of persuasion. So the power of persuasion can be strengthened by touch. This one got to me because now I'm thinking about every person who has touched me, like look-alike. What were you trying to convince me to do? After I read this, after I saw this, I was like, So the fact, sorry, let me get back to the fact. So did you know the power of persuasion can be strengthened by touch? Tapping someone on their shoulder or touching their arm and looking them in the eye can make them far more open to suggestions. I just actually remembered something. So I was a huge Sex and the City fan. I just was. And I remember that someone did tell Charlotte that when she first got married to a certain character, that when she was suggesting something to touch him, and every time she did that, the man would say yes. So when I read this now, again, I kind of sat back like, how often is this used without us even realizing? Unless, of course, the people who do know they're doing it. Like, they know. So I'm saying with certain things, certain type of powers, you got to be so careful. So Jay Olson at McGill University in Quebec, Canada, recently created an ingenious experiment showing just how quickly we are manipulated by the gentlest persuasion, something as simple as a touch. It is a technique Olson uses during his, he actually uses this on people all the time. And he does it in everyday situations. And he says 9 times out of 10, it works. The one thing that kind of got me, you see all this when people are like, yeah, how are you? Like, what are you about to, and when someone touches you now, you have to start asking questions. Like, what do you want? Why? Why are you touching me? For what reason? Also, I have to say this. The best way and the best time to do this, if you want someone to lend you money, they said this is one of the best techniques to use. Take that one in. Let you sit on that for a minute. So if you want someone to lend you money, you've got to incorporate a touch. Just thought I'd put that out there. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if I should be, that seems very manipulative, but again, this is science. So when we do come back, let's talk about it a little bit more. I have some more for you guys. Did you know?
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
Think you have what it takes to bring value to the community? The TCN TV network is expanding and now accepting TV show proposals. Here's an opportunity to build celebrity status and become part of an elite group of community advocates that are focused on building, strengthening, and empowering our community in a positive way. Are you interested in embarking on a new adventure? TCN TV is searching for people interested in opportunities to change the conversation and pave an unforgettable legacy. If you feel you have something of value to offer, send a written show proposal to shows@mytcntv.com.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
Welcome back to Fun Friday. I'm there. Have I had any music to come in and out? I have. I just haven't been dancing. Boo. Still Fun Friday. It's okay. Now that I remember that the music is there, dancing to it. So, Welcome back to those just joining us on In the Now. Today we are doing a light. It's called Fun Friday. It's very light today. There's so much serious things going on in the world, and I know. And honestly, I'm the person who usually talks about all these serious things, these conspiracy theories, these, the fake news, the persuasion and manipulation of the media, and the horrible things that are going on around the world. All important. But I've also realized that sometimes people just need a break from that. So today I'm offering that break. How am I offering that break? I'm offering things like, is this the reference for me? Thank you. So Anisha's trying to tell me to shut up and move on. Like in the Grammys when the music comes on when you're talking and they put the music on. This was her way of telling me to move on, Simone. So I'm going to move on. So that reference is actually, hope you got a chance to take it down. What's from our last segment, if you missed it, we ended with a talk on persuasion and how that looks and how sometimes persuasion can be enhanced with a touch. So if you're interested in that, well, it's kind of cool. If anyone needing to borrow some money, go back to the next segment. That's what I would suggest, because that's where I talk about how to get money quick. All right. So one last thing, just so you can have some perspective again on the whole touch. If you are just joining us, you actually will get a little bit of information. So the behavioral response to the gaze and the touch, they actually act as a function. So for a person, it's the attention, the arousal that is elicited by that touch. So when someone touches you, sometimes there's something that happens there, like you're stimulated, okay? There's sometimes what you're looking at, the meaning derived from the situation. So you're looking at the situation where you win. Like if you're in a business meeting and you shake someone's hand, maybe then the way that person shakes your hand might help you realize if, maybe even at a job interview, did I get the job? Did I not? Sometimes it's hard to tell, but it's just the idea of touch. Like when someone's asking you, and this is more when someone's asking you to do something though, okay? So always remember that there's different ways of touch. This is when they're asking you, okay? So the attributes of the gazing and touching person. So we all know if someone is attractive to you, because again, I could say someone's attractive, but not everyone's attracted to everybody. So if someone that you're attracted to does that whole personal gaze and touch thing, you're done. Whatever money you have, you might as well just give it to them. I'm going to use it. I've actually used it on Dave. It works really well. He didn't know I used it till today. I don't care. I'll give away that chess move. I'm done with it now. Now I get what I want anyways, so it doesn't matter. All right, so moving on to next. Hi, Dave. To the next. This one I like. So anyone who, I'm thinking Dr.Suess is pretty much around the world. He is, right? And I just realized today that this is actually one book, and anyone who knows Dr.Suess knows about green eggs and ham. And why this isn't important to me is because I grew up on these things, and this is how I learned to read, of course, using sight words. So Dr. Seuss's publisher, did you know that Dr. Seuss's publisher once bet him that he could not write a book using only 50 different words? So, of course, being the stubborn man that he is, which is why I love Dr. Seuss, he said, oh, really? Oh, I can't do it. So he did it. He proved him wrong and ended up with green eggs and ham. I have a little video clip that I want to show you guys. I think I sent it. I hope I sent it.
Reading Pioneers presents by Dr. Seuss, Green Eggs and Ham. I am Sam. Sam, I am. That's Sam I am. That's Sam I am. I do not like. That's Sam I am. Do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them. Sam I am. I do not like green eggs.
Favorite book ever. Like, favorite book ever. I remember I think I actually memorized that book. I really did. So I'm going to go over the 50 words, and this is the reference check. I'm not putting up no reference for this one. I'm going to give you the 50 words, And if you really have time to go and check, go ahead and check. These are the 50 words used in Sam I Am, no more, no less. So they start from am, and, anywhere, are, be, boat, box. I will not have it on a box. Car, could, dark, do, eat, of course, eggs, fox, goat, good, green, ham. Green, eggs, and ham. I've always wondered why green. Wouldn't they be rotten? Here, house, I, if, in, let, like, may, me, mouse, not, on, or is that ringing in here? Or rain, Sam, see, say, so. Say that a few times. That sounds like a calypso song. Thank, that, the, them, there, they, train, tree, try, will, with, would, and you. That's it. 50 words, guys. That's all that was in the book. I bet no one could do that again. See? I just returned the challenge. All right, so this one's a fun one, and this one I really want anyone who watches this, I want you guys to participate in this. Please, please. This one's kind of cool, and it makes sense now. So did you know that turning your left cheek toward the camera makes you more attractive? So many artists have shown a consistent preference for painting their subjects from the left-hand side. And studies find that people tend to be more interested in the left side view of faces because you usually express more emotion with your left cheek than your right. So, off the hop, for those people who may not find someone too attractive, all you gotta do is stand their left side. Very simple. See? Problem solved. Science solves everything. Problem solved. So certain people respond is like, oh, you only stand on my left side. I'm like, you need to stop being stupid. Because no, I don't. Because I'm here to help you. I'm actually showing my left because I knew this already. And he's showing his right because it doesn't matter how he looks on screen. It matters how I look on screen. Okay? That's what's important. So, and today, I'm going to stop and say this. I'm honoring the women of the Toronto Caribbean newspaper, along with a more infamous face. So here's another example. Again, left-hand side. And honestly, I could have pulled from so many of Kim Knows the Camera. Like there's actually a book that was written about her talking about how she did it. Like she knows exactly what to do with the camera. She knows exactly how to work the media. So there is something to this. There is a science to it. So Kelsey Blackburn and James Shrillo presented a study that investigated whether there are differences in the perception of the left and right sides of the faces in real-life photographs of individuals. And as expected, they found a strong preference for left-sided portraits, regardless of the original or the mirror-reversed orientation, such that left, I guess, hemiface, that's what this side of the face is, the left hemiface, elicited higher ratings and greater pupil dilation. So they were actually measuring the dilation of your pupil. Interestingly enough, this effect was true of both sexes. So this is regardless if you're a man or if you are a woman. So let's start with some of the women that work here. Me, I started with myself. I didn't start with myself. No, I did not. Start with myself. Maybe I did start with myself. I didn't mean to. But I also know this rule. And this is why in a lot of my pictures, I do take a lot of them on the left-hand side. I do. I didn't even realize I was doing it, but I do. But this is like when, I told Alyssa to watch a show today. That's our very own chief editor, Woman of the Year, Mrs. Alyssa. Watch our face. I found another picture of her, and I really wanted to put her on blast because in the picture she is turned to her left as well. But then I was like, she might get like vexed, but I should have used it. But it's okay. And if anyone who doesn't know, look at, so there is a lovely woman who helps me look as good as I do from the left, behind the screen. And this is her. This is Miss Anisha. This is who I'm always talking about. Look at how cute she is from the left. I'm not sure about from the right, but from the left, she looks pleasant. And finally, Queen Bee. Yeah, I pulled it out, guys. I don't know if you're watching this. I don't know if you are. But look at Mrs. Trish Brown and watch this smile from the left-hand side. Mind you, when I was trying to find pictures of Trish, she takes everything face front, and she's still, what's wrong? You have a question? Oh, okay. She takes a lot of her pictures from the front, so usually you're just seeing her big smile and her pretty face. But I saw this one. I was like, oh, we honor the couple. When I come back, we'll talk about a little bit more research on selfies, and I'm actually going to put a challenge out to you. I would like for you to put up a selfie on our Facebook watchers. I don't think you can do this on YouTube. You can't comment with a selfie, I don't think, but on Facebook you can. So put up your best left side selfie picture. And stop acting like you don't want to do it. You're doing it all the time. I guarantee if I go on your Instagram, I can snap off at least 4 or 5 selfies of you. So just go, fling it up on Facebook. I'll see you guys back in a minute now.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
I think I might get cussed after that segment. If you guys just came back, I put up some pictures of some of my beautiful women who work here. I love working with them. They look good from all sides, but I put up some of their left-hand pictures. So our last topic we talked about was studies that have been done that the reason why people like Kim Kardashian she's amazing, she's famous for doing these things is because she's actually learned the science of the selfie. And that's showing your left side. Can I do the whole show like this, Nisha? I didn't mean to switch cameras. My whole point of this wasn't to switch cameras, but whatever. Okay. So, positive linear relationships were found. This is the last part of this. We're going to move on to our next one. Okay. So they found that your pupil size actually changed depending on the person you're looking at. And they said they dilated when the person was more attractive, which I think is kind of cool. Again, science part's not really important. Just what's really important, let's just move on from this, is that take a picture from your left-hand side. It looks better, okay? So the next did you know I found very interesting, and what I found the most interesting about it is the fact that you have to be so careful how you say things. You know that saying, it's not what you said, it's how you said it, and people are like, shut up, what do you mean by that? Okay, so did you know? Here's the statement, all right? I never said she stole my money has 7 different meanings depending on which word you emphasize when you speak it out loud. So what I'm going to do for you today, for those naysayers or doubters of this, is I'm going to emphasize each and every single one and tell you exactly what it means. So remember, the statement is, I never said she stole my money. I'll start. I didn't say she stole my money means someone else did it. Okay, meaning 1. I didn't steal your money. Oh, sorry. I didn't say she stole my money means I didn't say it. Okay. Very specific. I didn't say she stole my money means I only implied it. I didn't say she stole my money means I said someone did, but not necessarily her. I didn't say she stole my money. I considered it borrowed, even though she didn't ask for it. I didn't say she stole my money, which means only that she stole money. I didn't say it was mine in particular. Okay? I didn't say she stole my money, which means she stole stuff, which cost me money to replace. Those are 7 different meanings. I thought that one was cool, but it's honestly, it goes to a more serious thing where it's like, you have to be careful sometimes. And some people, again, if you know how to use, there's so much behind manipulation because all of those could be used in so many different ways. You could be like, but I didn't mean it like that. I meant it like this, right? So something interesting to know. So let's talk about my last Did You Know? And of course, for anyone who loves horror movies, I love horror movies. By the way, the new Halloween is coming out. I shouldn't be putting a plug about this, but I don't care because Michael Myers was my favorite murderer. I don't know what it is about him. The fact that maybe he's still alive, because all they've ever done with him is lock him up. Freddy Krueger was like a figment of your imagination or some foolishness like that. Jason, Michael Myers, there's just something about him. And I like the fact that like he just walks slow. You'll be running your head off. People are running. For some reason, with his slow gait, he gets there before you do. No. But what I found interesting is like there's always that like those isn't it not true though? People be running. They've run their whole like half a mile and they get there and the man's already there. This is like, how did you get here so quickly? Let's hear some of the music you hear when you're running. I'm gonna play a video so you can see there's actually an instrument that makes that sound. I'm gonna actually, some sound effects. Let you guys see how it sounds. So me and Anisha were just saying that we love like Insidious. Yeah, so this is the type of stuff they'd be using in movies like Insidious. Like I thought it was cool. So the fact is, a lot of the spooky sounds that cause you to tense up when you're watching a scary movie are made by an instrument called a waterphone. So that's what that's called. It's called the waterphone, okay? So this very last one, honestly, okay, so anyone who is sitting in front of a computer right now, go to another screen and open up a Google. I want you to do this because you have to actually do it. It's really, really cool. So when you search Google Images for, and put this in Google Images, Atari, capital A-T-A-R-I, Breakout, capital B-R-E-A-K-O-T, the search results will turn into blocks from the actual game, which then you can just play in your browser. See? Even left you something to do. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. And honestly, you've got to try this. Anisha, try this after. I did it. It turns into a game. I was playing it for like 5 minutes. I think I'm going to go probably play it again because that was a good game. Atari Breakout. For you young ones, like, it's really boring. But cool anyhow. Like, who knew you could do that? Did you know? Have a wonderful Friday, everybody. We'll see you next week. And our very next show, hopefully you get to hang around because who knows, you might see someone again on Real Talk with Alyssa. See you guys soon.